Soccer in the South with Wolfman Jeff coming at you here on the porch. And just going to cover just briefly about the match that we just watched over in Wolverhampton against the Blades. This year's Blades is nothing like last year's Blades. You could maybe also say this year's Wolves is nothing like the Wolves from last year. But they've fallen much further down than we have. I felt we needed the win insofar as we need to pad a few more, and we got us over 40, and that was good. So I'm pleased that we got the win. Wasn't overly pleased with the overall performance. There were some standouts. I also understand we're still dealing with some injuries, and if it wasn't the fact we were playing Sheffield, it would have been more worrisome. First half was pretty boring. I had to go brew myself some coffee just to wake up. But when we did start to come alive in the second half, we did shine for a bit. Really missed Neto's creativity, and also really missed Neves. So those two components missing was bad, but really noticed Bali back, and I think that really improved our defense. Yes, we went back to a back three, and I think that was very, very helpful for us in the game. It was important that we didn't lose, but I think also just having Bali back there really helped a whole bunch. Second half, we did a whole lot better. We were pushing more. Semedo, I think, was my man of the match. He kept trying to push the ball forward. So many times it just felt like we were just lobbing the ball back and forth and going back to reset rather than actually pushing, except for Semedo. And then in the second half, I was really seeing Adama really starting to push it more and more. Beautiful goal by William Jose, long overdue. I wish his last goal had counted, but this one, there's no question, and so I'm glad to see him get that. I thought maybe Fabio might have scored a little bit, or had some opportunities too in the second half, and so I think he looked good. Aït-Nouri looked decent in there, so that was encouraging to see. Podence, I guess I expected a little bit more. I know he's still coming off injury, and he wasn't playing the position. It wasn't loaded up. I think he plays differently without Neto there. So, but it was pretty solid. But Vitinha was okay when he came in, but it was really lacking a lot of creativity. Semedo, I think, and Adama really brought that creativity. And onward, upward. We got a few more games that are winnable. I'd like to get a few more, but really we're in a holding pattern right now. We don't have a lot to gain, and I think we're pretty well sure of not getting relegated. So I think after maybe one or two wins, Nuno might be more experimental. The plus side is I think some of our younger players, through necessity, have improved their games because they've been having to start when that really wasn't in the plan. So I think we're getting a better Aït-Nouri. I think Fabio has really come a long way and kind of thrown in the fire. And I think in the long run, I think that's going to help when we have a full team next year. So let me know your thoughts. Who was your man of the match? I picked Semedo. I could have picked Adama. And, Jose had I think his name in the hat. So what do you think about Burnley? Burnley's been a little bit of a bogey for us, but they're struggling right now. And I don't know, I think it's about a 50-50. I don't think we're going to lose to them. Either we're going to get a 1-0 win or either 0-0 or a 1-1 draw. That's my thought. Hey, it's Wolfman Jeff coming at you on the porch in Alabama.